We gotta represent the team.
Hey, listen. Well, good evening, good night, everyone. I'm super, super excited to be here. I hope that you are too. There's been so much going on. You know, if you would have told just about anyone that we were going to disrupt the industry the way that we did, as quickly as we did, that tens of thousands of people were going to link up with us as quickly as they did, that this much value would be given during the pre-launch period. I was literally on a Facebook Live just the other day. And, you know, and what was said was very profound. He said, listen, most companies, they'll do a pre-launch and it's just to get you positioned. And instead of getting positioned, we have given you value upon value upon value upon value upon value. And I said, you know, they weren't ready for it. And he said, I'll be honest with you, David, I wasn't ready for it. And so literally, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to understand where you are, where you're positioned, what's coming down the pike. And, you know, honestly, how tirelessly this whole entire team has been working for you guys behind the scenes. You know, we have a corporate chat going on and you keep on hearing the ding, 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 dings. But honestly, in the background, most people don't understand how many moving parts there are to a company like this. They don't understand how it is that you need to get systems to talk to each other and move back and forth. And in order for everything to work seamlessly. And this is one of the things. And I'm going to first, you know, congratulate you all for being on the Zoom. And then I'm also going to challenge you. And I'm going to challenge you in saying that we have, I think, 50,000 plus on the team, or almost 50,000. I'll let David give those numbers in a little bit. But these calls should be absolutely packed out, especially when corporate is here giving you the updates, because we want to make sure that people are plugged into what Epic is doing. Here is what I can guarantee, okay? That if Epic didn't do anything else than what we have already done, that the value that you have gotten for $20, the pips you should have been able to catch over the last 3 weeks should be enough for you to go ahead and press that button and want to renew. Because I don't know any other company that is consistently catching 5, 10, 15, 20,000 pips a week of profit. I just don't know. It doesn't exist. Okay? So let's talk about what has been done infrastructurally in the last 3 weeks. This way you guys understand where we are and kind of what's coming down the pipe. So first and foremost, we started off and, you know, the back office was great. It worked flawlessly from day one. Super, super thankful for that. And, you know, a whole bunch of people started locking in and the team started growing. Awesome. Then we went ahead and we got the live sessions together. And with the live sessions, you know, people started catching pips left and right. Awesome. We started doing 4-a-day Zooms during this pre-launch period. And honestly, that means that anyone and everyone that has a prospect that wants to get on can get on and hear the vision and hear the master plan for Epic from some of the corporate team and some of the best trainers within the space. Awesome. Then we went ahead and we realized that there was an issue with some security. So we made it possible so that all the live sessions could be streamed from your back office. Okay. And we did that before other companies even knew that that was possible, so that you could go ahead and everyone could access at the same time. And so the traders started moving even faster, and that worked great. Then we created the Telegram groups. Okay. So we have we have the Forex Signals group, and then we have the official Epic Trade House chat. And literally, ladies and gentlemen, we also created an authentication system that has worked for over 99% of you, so that when you get in, if you are active, you get access. And if you are not, you do not get access to the content. I'm letting you know right now that puts us light years ahead of any other company in this space in regards to authentication, and also in regards to the keeping private content private. Okay, so all that has been done. Now, then, we integrated 20 pips and dip. Ladies and gentlemen, what I really need you to do, because I know that this is a very big initiative for Max, is she's going to start teaching using the 20 pips and dip indicator. So if you have not got into your back office and authenticated your 20 pips and dip indicator, go ahead and do that right now, please. Actually, not right now, but right after this Zoom. Go ahead and do that, and then tell your team to do that, okay? I want you guys before I get into what's coming, I want you guys to understand what's already been done. And part of the reason why is because your team, your friends, your contacts, if they understood the immense value that you are getting, they would be over the moon excited. Now, where are we going? I know that we have some other indicators coming out for TradingView. I'm not going to go ahead and let the names or what they do out the bag, but just know that they're coming. That's not going to change the price point. I could also let you guys know that that in the background that we have literally been working on a full-fledged marketing system for you, and it will be added for free. So literally, what's about to happen is everyone in the company is going to have 1 or 2 landing pages for free that they could go ahead and use to market their Epic business. Okay. Not only that, but there is going to be a more robust marketing system that is put together specifically for those who have their IBO subscription. And this also includes the Telegram bot, where starting in October, anyone who tells you no or not right now, you'll be able to go ahead and give them 3 free signals a week so that you are dripping value on them. The reason why we are doing this is if you have not read the book, Jab, 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 Right Hook, right? It's about providing value over and over and over again. And so what ends up happening is a prospect will see the value and then will more readily say yes. We'll also be dripping on them with email marketing, text message marketing, through Telegram, and creating some fear of missing out. All of this is going on, and it is all included in your IBO fee. Not only that, I just finished getting it programmed, but we have an optional, and when I showed it to David, he got super, super excited about it. We have a very, very simple and effective text message marketing system. Now, this one isn't free, but we went ahead and literally created something where you could share a phone number, and everyone will have their own if they want it, and you are able to sit there and have a text message bot communicate with people. We have it's crazy why I think everything that we're doing. We have the Facebook Messenger bot that is going to be coming out and doing some marketing on that. Literally, we are creating a marketing system that is hitting so many touch points, and it's all going to be integrated. Not to mention, we also have the recurring webinars, the on-demand webinars that are going to be coming out for the team as well. So in this month of September, this Epic September, what I really need you guys to understand is that, I know for those of you that know me, I have not been as present as I typically am. And part of the reason is that all of that takes a whole bunch of work. And so just know that we are working on your behalf, and just know that we are going to keep on pushing into greatness and making sure that we have the most epic company on the face of the planet. So from marketing systems to indicators to back office, plus the mobile app and everything else that's coming down the pipe, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to have such a firm foundation to go ahead and build this company on. And where we differ from others is that we are going to give you over 99.999% of all that stuff at no additional cost. It is included in your subscription. So if you are not excited about that, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to tell you, because, it is going to change what I think the face of network marketing is, because we are going to be working on a very, very different level. So I just kind of wanted to give you updates on everything, but I want to bring up Mr. Mark Sterling, VP of Sales. I met this guy about 7-8 years ago, killing it then. But, I can't do a better introduction than Mr. Jonathan Green. So I'm not going to try. I got to stay in my lane, Mark. He did such a good job. It's like I don't even want to try because, you can't be second best. I don't want to be first best loser, man.
Hey, David, thank you, man, because I tell you right now, Jonathan Green, I hate coming after him. I love him to death, though, because, he just says that he has that thing inside of him. He has that charisma. He has that character that can just really spread a vision. And guys, you know what? It's really not about edification for us. It's not about, what the accolades are, what it really is about. It's about serving. The bigger you get in this company, guys, I want you to understand the more rank that you achieve in this company, the more platform that you get in this company. I want you to understand the more you raise up, you level up. I encourage you, that's the more you need to serve. People that get to a level of success, if you will, get to a level of attainment, they get to a level of accomplishment. Those are the ones that understand they don't need to be served more. They need to serve more. And that's what we really are about in this company. We see, here's what I know. If you only play for the applause, then you place your happiness in the hands of the audience. I'll say it again. If you only play for applause, then you place your happiness in the hands of the audience. There's not one leader on this call right now that really cares about applause. Now, should they be celebrated? Yes. But the applause is not the motivation, because one moment you can be the talk of the town and the next minute you could be the target of the town. So let's go back into this information. So I kind of get off track a little bit with that kind of stuff, but I'm wildly excited about it. And I can tell you right now, I get more and more excited when I start hearing Dave Lisiaga talk about all the systems and tools. And there was a word that he said, free 99. I'll use a different word because, you are going to pay a monthly subscription. We're going to give you access to more for $99.99 than I believe any other company in the industry will offer. Okay. It will be bundled in. It'll be for those folks that want to qualify for the ambassador retreat in Mexico. It will be todo incluido, all inclusive. It's going to be part of the package, guys, out of the box. I'm telling you right now, absolutely fire, absolutely phenomenal, right? Todo incluido. I don't know much more Spanish than that, but I know how to say all inclusive. I promise you that. I know how to say all inclusive. So I got 3 things I wanted to share that are coming up, okay? In addition, that are part of your package. From a marketing perspective, we're going to be launching the next several days a banner and flyer system. A banner and flyer system. I know you hear the beeps, guys. The corporate chat is going bananas. Man, David lit it up, and see, that's it. We can celebrate each other. Isn't it great to be in an environment where people celebrate you? Again, they're not doing it for the applause, but isn't it great to be around an environment where you're celebrated? Matter of fact, this banner system, this flyer system is designed to make sure that you have the tools that you need so that you don't have to focus on certain things. Now, does it mean that you don't need your own? You can if you want, right? But here's the thing. Imagine when someone new joins, they can literally go to, I'm not going to tell you the URL, the link right now. They can go to link.epictrading.com and they can actually click on a banner that says, welcome. And someone can say, hey, and they can type, it's this simple. Watch this. Click here to add a picture, type in your name, generate flyer. They can download it, put it on social media. It can say, I'm going to pick a name. Hold on, let's pick a name real quick. The next person to comment, I'm going to pick your name. Me, there we go. Agape. All right, well, we get a little different name here. Scott. I remember Scott. Agape says me. We'll do Agape, right? I love that. I love Agape. Actually, Agape means love, right? So Agape joins the company, right? She types in Agape. Forgive, I can't say her last name. I'm going to give a common name. I can't say it. I'll say Agape. Let's see here. Agape Green. Okay. Agape Green has a flyer, put the picture there that Agape loves, and it's going to say, I locked my spot. I am epic, right? See, here's the thing. It's one thing that Agape did that, but I'm going to encourage you guys to go out there and put some juice and swag on that post and let people know that, you know what, you're being supported, right? Now, and when that happens, guess what? People are going to say, hey, what is that? What is epic? And what a great way to actually start piquing interest and start following up. And then, you know, we're going to have other ones too, where, you know, you got, these will be the welcome banners. We'll have other banners or flyers as well. Let's just say when someone joins the business, it's always the encouragement that you launch your business in the first 24 to 72 hours, right? Well, we're going to have virtual grand opening banners. So maybe, you know, you get started, you can go in there, click on virtual grand opening, drop in your picture, put your name, and most of us use Zoom, type in your Zoom ID, and it'll actually generate a banner that says, hey, I'm having my virtual grand opening. It's for Agape Green. Here's the date and time, and here's the link. All you do is type in the Zoom ID, right? How awesome would that be, right? Well, guess what? We talked about recognition. What if there were pre-made templates and banners that look all, you know what, the template was there, the marketing was there, all of it was there, and it was for all the ranks. You got your 3, you're a founder. You got your 10 on balance, 4, 4, and 2, and guess what? You're a founder 500. You got your 30, you're on balance, you know, guys, 12, 12, and 6, you're now a founder 1,000. You got your 500 on balance, 2, 2, and 100. Man, now you're an ambassador, right? So guys, we'll have all the templates pre-made. So all you got to do is go in there and actually create your template. This will help with the team. More importantly, you don't have to pay a designer to go out there and do it. I was paying hundreds of dollars per month just to make sure the team was recognized. It was a labor of love, but it was still a labor. This is like having a baby without the labor. I just made that one. I hope you liked it. Imagine being able to go out literally and have some of this stuff already in place for you. Guess what else you can do with it? You got the rank up. I call it the level up banners. We're having an event on October 3rd, right after we launch. That's Saturday. It will be our first Super Saturday. It's going to be virtual. It's going to be phenomenal. Stay tuned for that. That's coming out. But when we do that, you can actually register. Imagine your team starts saying, hey, I'm registered for the Epic Experience Super Saturday. Okay. They do that and that starts hitting social media. You say, hey, what is that? I promise you prospects can be on that call. And when it happens, it'll blow their mind to see the recognition, to see the people that are qualified for the ambassador retreat, to see individuals being recognized for sponsoring, see individuals being recognized for their success in trading. I'm letting you know right now that it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. There will be people that want to join our company just because they love to be recognized. You know that most people, the last time they were clapped for is when they graduated high school. See, but now they get a chance to be recognized for doing something that they should be doing anyway, but we're going to create a culture of recognition. And it's going to be absolutely phenomenal, right? We're excited about that. So that banner system will be live very shortly. Now, let's talk about how we keep the train on the tracks. Have you ever been bowling before and you see the little guardrails that come up on the side, right? You know, for the younger folks, for the toddlers, for the kids, I call them directional bumpers, right? Well, our company is going to need directional bumpers. There'll be some people. See, it's our job to make sure we protect your business. It's our job to make sure that we protect your business. So we're going to have some compliance to make sure that certain things happen. So if the alphabet boys ever come knocking, I call the alphabet boys the A's, the B's, the C's, the F, the C's, the C's, the I, the R, the F, whoever comes knocking, right? If they ever say, hey, you know what, guys, we noticed some things were happening that you might want to look at. We have a software system in place used by some of the largest $100 million, billion a year companies, and it's already put in place. Mr. McCovey said, you know what, I see the value. I'm going to spend those dollars. Why? Because we're going to protect the house. And it's already built out. The business rules are done. The algorithms are done. All that you need to know is if things get out of line, there are reports that generate and come out there, and the compliance team can simply look and say, oh, this one particular person, they probably didn't do an error, but we can send an email, place a phone call, even send a text message just to give you a friendly nudge, your directional bumpers, and say, hey, let's stay in these lines. Let's keep the ship right. This is going to be absolutely phenomenal, guys. So if you love that, again, cutting edge, everything we do, I call it the new school network. It's going to be cutting edge. Hashtag for me, just type in protect the house, right? PTP, protect the house. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about protecting the house. Why? Because it's about your income, your family, your legacy. We're going to protect the house, right? I love it. I love it. I love it. So again, guys, understand it. Even if you happen to get something, right? Heck, I might get something. You know what I'm going to say? You know what? They're doing it to make sure that I got a 4-month-old son upstairs. We're going to make sure Grant's okay. We're going to make sure that Agape is okay. We're going to make sure the family's taken care of, right? Because it's more than just a compensation plan. It's a mission and a movement. And we get to be a part of something. You got to protect something more than the part. You got to protect the whole. And that's what we're trying to do right now, okay? Now, I got one more thing to talk about. I want to share one thing with you. See, right now, as we get started, people are going to understand. They're going to think that our truth is a lie. It's okay if someone disagrees with what's going on. They just don't understand. See, skepticism is only valid in the absence of evidence, right? And every truth passes through I'll say it again, 3 phases. Every truth passes through 3 phases. See, once they start saying, oh, Epic, it's one of those things, right? Oh, they're like this other company, right? No, we're not. Oh, this is what's happening. I can't believe they're doing it. Ha, ha, ha. It'll never work. They won't get past their first month, right? We're about to knock that out. They won't be able to make their first payroll. We're about to knock that out. All this. See, here's the first thing. The first part of what the truth passes through is called ridicule. The company's going to be ridiculed. You'll be ridiculed. But it's not about the ridicule. That will pass. Let it pass. You don't have to respond. I once heard that silence has never been misquoted. You don't even have to respond to it. Let the ridicule pass. It has to go through that way. Don't even worry about it. But the second thing that the truth must go through, that must happen, is that it must be violently opposed. It must be violently opposed. Oh my God, they got 50,000. How many people have talked about Project 50,000? How many people said they're going to put 50,000 in the company? I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. Oh, what, it actually happened? Man, I can't believe those guys. You know, Mark Sterling told a lie in 3rd grade. Guys, don't believe him. I remember when he told the lie, he said he was supposed to get reduced lunch. He was actually going to get free lunch because he was on food stamps, right? Yeah, they're going to mix stuff up. It's going to be violently opposed. It's going to shake you. Someone's going to say, you know what? I heard on one particular Zoom, the guy, he said something in present tense, but he used a past tense verb. The company is actually a fraud. Okay? These are things. It's going to be the craziest things you're going to hear. And sometimes you're going to hear them from people that are real close to you, right? Sometimes there'll be people that inside, they see what's going on, but they're so afraid of success. See, it's called sleeping with the enemy. And sometimes the enemy is the enemy. Sometimes the enemy is the enemy. But see, here's where it gets good, though. Here's where it gets really good. The third phase that the truth must pass through is that it must become widely accepted. There'll be ridicule, there'll be violent opposition, and then it will be widely accepted. Oh, man, I knew, hey, you know what? I knew Agape was going to do it. Man, I knew David McCovey was going to do that thing. Man, he always does it right. Man, Spencer, Coach Max, I mean, I didn't think she could make the transition. But you know what? She always did have that swag about her, right? and Jonathan Green, Spencer Iverson, man, they've been doing that thing, man. Y'all was playing around. See, deep down, I ain't want to tell y'all, man, they would light that thing up, right? See, I'm telling you, those three phases, it has to happen. Okay, now let me go. We gotta hurry up. So the last part is, let me know if you guys are ready for some swag. I'm talking about some gear, some epic gear, right? Somebody said, bring it on. That thing fire, right? That thing is fire. See, we're going to be bringing out the T-shirts. I got to tell you a funny story. Derek Brown told me it's okay to tell very quickly. Derek Brown called me and said, hey, Sterling, are you guys going to have some 4X T-shirts? I said, man, we got a fire 4X T-shirt, man. They got the bars. And he said, no, man, I'm a bigger dude, man. I need a 1, 2, 3. I need a 4X T-shirt. Man, I bust out laughing. Derek, hope you didn't mind me saying that. You told me I could, so I'm going to go ahead and run that play. Hey, guys, we got 4X T-shirts, Epic Swag T-shirts. I mean, it'll be off the chain. We got some specialty items that Mr. Iverson got sent over, got it blessed by the founder himself. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. And let me tell you right now, we got those fitted caps. We got the flex fits too, right? We got different designs, and we got some more stuff coming. I don't want to overcook the grits. I'll overcook the grits. But guys, do me a favor. Drop the word swag below. If we launch the store this weekend, will you be ready to get your epic gear? Let's swag it out, baby. Let's get swaggy with it. Let's get swaggy with it, right? Absolutely not fire. Okay, I'm closed out with a quick story. I probably went over my time. You know what? They asked me later. They got to forgive me. 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 So I'm going to go ahead and close out my story real quick, right? Here's my story. I want you to start seeing it before it arrives, okay? I want you to start visualizing yourself at any goal that you want, and your goals are personal to you, but I'm going to use the goal of Ambassador 10. I just want to set a baseline. I want to, 6-figure is the baseline I want to set right now, but everybody has a personal goal. It's their own story. There was a German guy, excuse me. There was actually a Russian guy said German. I'm thinking about something totally different. I got a conference call later on this night for some folks over in Germany about 2 or 3 in the morning. Anyway, there was a German guy. Yeah, there I go again. There was a Russian guy named Nathan Sharansky, and he was a computer specialist, guys. He actually got locked up and spent 9 years in prison in what we call the USSR back then. We now know it as Russia. And he was accused of spying for the United States. This happened many, many years ago, okay? Nathan Sharansky was accused of spying, spent 9 years in prison, okay? Now, even though he spent those 9 years in prison for spying, I want you to understand, he said that he didn't really be locked up. He was behind bars, but he wasn't locked up. He said that he could visualize himself every single day while in solitary confinement playing chess. Isn't that crazy? No chessboard, no bed, nothing but concrete, but he visualized himself, this is a true story, playing chess every single day, okay? Every single day he played chess. In his mind, he played mental chess. And he would always tell himself, he would speak to himself. He would lie to himself so much that it had become true. I guess somebody missed that. See, there are 3 kinds of lies. You got to realize what you realize that you can realize. Another story altogether. But he said, I might as well use this opportunity while I have the time to become the world champion. He became a champion in his mind. Like Muhammad Ali said, he was a champion before he was a champion. This guy said he might as well use the opportunity during confinement to become the world champion. And in 1996, Sharansky actually beat Gary Kasparov. Why? He played chess in his mind millions and millions of times. So when the opportunity came around to play it in real life, he wasn't perfect, but he was practiced. What are you speaking to yourself every single day? I'm happy and grateful. I'm an Ambassador 10 by October 15, 2020. What are you saying to yourself every single day? Are you saying I am epic? Are you saying I'm happy and grateful to be part of a company that allows me to be in an environment where I can win? I'm happy and grateful to be an Ambassador 10 by this date, by this time. Speaking in present tense. Why? Never speaking in future tense. Your mind can't take a joke. The future will never come. Speak your goals in present tense. Visualize your success. See it behind your eyes so that you can see it in front of your eyes. Speak what you seek until you see what you said. I want to get out of the way. I want to bring up our president of our company. This gentleman right now is one of the most sought after speakers in the world. He has all kinds of accolades. He has more degrees than a thermometer. I'm fired up to be in partnership with him. He's somebody I consider a friend. Most importantly, he is your president, none other than Spencer Iverson. SI, take it away.
Man, it's hard coming behind this team right here, and Mark, you just killed him. I'll come back to that. Let me start here. This is my 26th year in the industry of network marketing. And the team that you are listening to right now, I hope somebody is recording, this Zoom, because it is historic in its own right. When you talk about a Jonathan Green, how many of you all were on the training that Jonathan Green did on the compensation plan? He's the master edifier. He's the master. Nobody in the world edifies like a Jonathan Green. And I've seen him on stages in front of tens of thousands of individuals. He is literally an icon. He's a master trainer. He understands numbers like nobody's business. And what a blessing, to have a Jonathan Green. You heard Mr. David Lisiaga. I got one word for David Lisiaga. He's brilliant. David Lisiaga is absolutely brilliant. What a find. What another blessing to have someone who has the capabilities, who can not only build a team, who not only understands where network marketing is today, right? He knows where it's been, but he also understands where network marketing is today from a technology standpoint. Another thing I appreciate about Mr. Lisiaga is that he's a master visionary. In his previous opportunity, no one had done what he had done before. No one had joined him. He didn't go to where it was popular. He didn't go to where there were already millions and thousands of people. He created a lane. And you know what? He said, if I build it, they will come. And that's exactly what happened. And so to have someone with the talents and the gifts, and he's just getting started, is absolutely a blessing to the company. Coach Max. Now, clearly, easily turning into the hardest working person I maybe have ever seen in the industry. This young lady has a phenomenal story and is the one who is championing the cause of all of our vetting all the traders and putting things in place. And sometimes you may ask, why do you guys talk about each other so much? Because it's about respect. It's about the law of honor. And we want you all to understand and have a great appreciation for the team that's been assembled. Over 100 years of experience has been poured into this. And then you got a Mr. Mark Sterling, who this gentleman, everywhere he goes, he brings success. He was in a project that I was in. He went from 0 to the #1 money earner, earning well over 7 figures. He's been sought after, and he's had people do CDs and DVDs on him. I mean, just an amazingly accomplished person. We could not have chosen anyone better to be the VP of sales. And I can't wait to tell you about the founder. So I'm gonna quickly get out of the way because our founder, Mr. David McCovey, is coming up. But here's the thing I want you all to understand. In my 26 years, I've helped launch and brand a number of companies. I really want you all to appreciate this. I have never, ever been involved in a smoother launch than what has just taken place with Epic. Never in my 26 years have I ever been involved in a smoother launch. Have we had a few problems here and there? Yes, of course. What company does not? But this has been so smooth. That's how I know when I'm looking for confirmation, when I'm looking for after I pray, I'm looking for confirmation. And every time there has been a difficulty, every time there's been a major hurdle, that's a negative answer. Spencer, that's not the direction I want you to go. But every time that the path has been smooth and every time that it's been almost seamless, that was a confirmation. And I constantly get confirmations. I'm constantly getting affirmations that this is the right move. And so a lot of that is thanks to you guys. But guys, we've been spending a lot of sleepless nights. So I just want to take a moment and say thank you to this amazing team that's been assembled for the time that you are putting in, spending time away from your family. Coach Max has a beautiful daughter. Coach, listen, Jonathan Green and Mark Sterling both have children under the age of 6 months. They have babies at home and they're spending time away from their families. This is not a pity party. This is just letting you all know that while you all are grinding, guess what? We are grinding too. We are grinding too. Guys, let me tell you this. We've just gotten started. Never confuse the beginning for the end. Never confuse the beginning for the end. We've just gotten started. So we're getting ready to eclipse over 50,000 individuals who want to become scholars with Epic. Now, that's the easy part. Here's the tough part. Here's the challenge. It's one thing to get them. It's another thing to convert them. It's one thing to get them. It's another thing to convert them. On 10-1, we want you all to make sure that you get your team members converted for the $99.99. Many of you all have started to count your money. I know what my check is going to look like on the 9th of the month. And well, that's partially true if you get them converted. So we still have a lot of work to do. Many of you all have done a splendid job, a masterful job of getting your legs balanced and getting people in and getting people excited. Now we want to make sure that they get converted, and we are here to help you. Guys, I want you to mark on your calendar October the 1st and also October the 3rd. Mr. Iverson, what's going to happen on those dates? I'm so glad you asked. Here's what's going to happen. On October the 1st, we are going to do an Epic launch webinar with the executives to help you launch the business, to celebrate the historic official launch of Epic. Guys, on October the 1st, we're going to do it at 9 o'clock Pacific time, 12 o'clock midnight. We're going to bring in the next day. We're not going to let 1 minute pass without launching this business. We have 7 major announcements. You think you heard something tonight? We've got 7 major announcements. Guys, we are working around the clock to bring you the absolute best. Let me tell you something about us. We hold ourselves to a different standard. We don't hold ourselves to the good standard. We don't hold ourselves to the great standard. We hold ourselves to the epic standard, right? And so we are going to have an epic launch. So 9 o'clock Pacific, midnight on the 1st Eastern Standard Time, and you all can make the adjustments for your different country. We are going to bring it in like it's New Year's Eve. Some of you all might want to have watch parties. Some of you all might want to get your teams together. Why? Because we're going to start dropping those 99s, and you're going to see some tools. Listen. Oh my God. What David Lisiaga, this system that he's built is a game changer. It is a game changer. I can't wait for him to explain in more details about that. We've got so many more announcements. Now, we're going to keep the momentum going. And on October the 3rd, we're going to have our very first Epic International Virtual Super Saturday. Listen, Mr. Jonathan Green is a trainer like no other. And we're going to have recurring trainings going as well. But we're going to have our very first Super Saturday. And we're putting all of the details in place. We'll have a couple of flyers to let you know. But October the 1st, we're going to have our Epic launch. On October the 3rd, we're going to have our very first Epic Virtual Super Saturday. Guys, how many of you all feel, and as I close, and I wanted to be very quick because I wanted to bring up our founder and give him as much time as possible. 100 years of experience between us. Why is that unique? Why is that novel? Because we are you. We're you. We've had companies let us down. We've had companies take our checks. We've had people lie on us. We've had people steal from us. And we're tired just like you are. We're distributors at heart just like you are. There's nothing you have gone through or haven't been through that we haven't been through 10 times worse. So understand, we're never making a decision from our position over here that we don't understand about what you're going through over there. I read in a book that says, a wise man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. How many of y'all believe that? How many of y'all believe that it's your time? If you feel that it's your time, I want you to put in the chat box, it's my time. I want you to put in the chat box, it's my time. Because I feel for Spencer Iverson, it's my time. I feel for Mark Sterling, it's his time. I feel for Coach Max, it's her time. David Lisiaga and Jonathan Green, it's his. So if we feel that way, you should feel it's your time as well. And speaking about time and timing, the gentleman I have the privilege of bringing on, there's a million things I can say. You've heard about the 200 million in 5 years. You've heard about the travel company. You've heard about the top income earner. Let me tell you something I've seen. What this man says he does. You know how hard that is to find in business? Forget life. You know how hard that is to find in business for somebody who does what they say they're going to do? This gentleman is all about execution. Forget network marketing. This gentleman was already successful outside of the realm of network marketing. He ran successful business ventures as an entrepreneur all throughout the West Coast and throughout the United States before he even got involved in network marketing. See, understand success leaves clues, and no one can ever take away from you the formula for being successful. That describes Mr. David McCovey. This gentleman has success written all over him, and he commands and extracts success. And see, success to me is not about what you do for yourself, but what you do for other people. See, he has an army of other individuals whose lives he's impacted and changed because of his success and because of his influence. There are a million different projects that he could have taken part in, but he chose Epic for a reason. He had a grand vision. And let me tell you something. Wow, what an amazing founder we have. He breeds success. He commands it. And ladies and gentlemen, it's not about being great. It's about being epic. And what an epic founder we have. It is an honor and a privilege. Sometimes I'll call him and it's 4 o'clock in the morning, his time. He picks up the phone. But see, that's the work ethic. Doing the things the average person won't do so you can have the things the average person would never have. That sums up Mr. David McCovey. It's an honor and a privilege from Las Vegas, Nevada, to bring up the founder, Mr. David McCovey, founder of Epic. Mr. McCovey, are you with us?
Absolutely, Mr. Iverson. Can you hear me?
Got you loud and clear, sir. Take it away.
All right. Let me get in here, guys. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, Mr. Iverson. I'm excited. As you can tell, man, I am excited. Guys, listen, what I need right now in the chat box, you guys know I move on energy and energy only. please, in the chat box, give me I am the one. Give me I am the one. We talked about this before because everyone on this line right now, you guys are the one. You guys are the next group that's going to do for your family. That's why the no's don't bother you. That's why it's one of those things doesn't bother you. That's why none of the negative things bother you. You are partnered with the right group. I am so excited. When you look at this all-star lineup, family, we all have strengths and we all bring it to the table every time, because when you're amongst giants, no one wants to be the smallest giant. There's so much talent in this organization and on this leadership group right now. It's absolutely amazing. I echo everything that Mr. Iverson just said. I actually was talking about David Lisiaga earlier today, and I told someone I was riding with, I said, he's quite possibly the most intelligent person that I've ever worked with. That's big for me to say, guys. There's so much talent. You have people for the people. We say all the time, people's choice, the people's chat. Coach Max, it is what it is. In a lot of companies, family, you get it around people and the edification is to the moon. But one thing that I can tell you in this deal, the edification is real. You can go to, everyone is vetted. Everyone's resume is impeccable. You can check our 1099. We have earned what we said we've earned, and we build the deal the right way. So I'm super excited to be partnered with this amazing leadership team. Everyone is a giant on their own. It's absolutely like building the what's the all-star basketball team back then, USA, when they just won everything, because there was so much talent that only they could beat themselves. And that's what you have right now, an absolute dream team. The only group that can beat us is us. We're not going to beat us. Epic is here to stay. We are going to be the next legacy company, guys. So I had a few things that I want to talk about. Mr. Iverson was really on my heart when he was talking about, what you can build, you can leave. And I'm going to show you guys a few snapshots, and I hope I don't get too long-winded. We're already an hour, guys, but please bear with me, because I think some of these things you will really appreciate. This is something that's coming. If you guys can see my screen, this is what is happening in Epic. We are building so many things behind behind the scenes and in the background. And that's why, again, we all have these raccoon eyes. If you do not have raccoon eyes during pre-launch, you're not working hard enough. It's very simple. So Epic Estates. This is what all of you guys that reach the level of ambassador will have. You will have this to be able to leave behind your family. We know that things get crazy. We never want to speak the bad, but we want to be prepared if the bad happens. We're going to have a foundation where you can leave your hard work behind, guys. We're working on a lot of things in the background. This is actually a video. Mr. Iverson did an amazing job. We worked hand in hand to put this video together. The script is amazing. The footage is amazing. So we're bringing out a lot of tools. So my section tonight is just to talk about a few things that are coming. So again, let me take that away. I don't want you guys to get too excited about that. I don't want you to get too excited about that. Now, again, we have something else that we think will really get your attention. We're going to come out, David touched on it. We're going to come out with an app, family. This app will be absolutely amazing. It will do what other apps do not do, right? We're going to give you guys all the tools. When you look at this deal, I have a model, and I use it in all of my companies. We should be able to pass the blank bag test, right? When you look at all of the other companies, no disrespect to those companies, when you look at all of the other companies that are in the space that we may be in, if you strip the name off of the bag, right, so it no longer says Wendy's or McDonald's or Burger King, it's just a brown paper bag. And you go in there and you pull out all the components in each bag, which is each company, and for the value that bag charges you, we should be number one every time. And that's what we're working on here. You will get that with the app. It will be able to push notifications. We're going to push everything that we're getting everywhere else in the back office and in Telegram. We're going to have so many different ways to communicate that it won't be overwhelming. It'll be effective in a very good way, guys. So we're working on a lot of things. So let me get you one more really quick. And definitely last but not least. Nope, can't show you that. Okay, sorry. We'll save that one. We'll save that one for the first. But that's our version of rings and things, family. It's Epic Rewards. Again, the leadership team, we've come to a unanimous decision on a lot of that. You will have 6-figure rings once you reach the level of where you earn 6 figures residually. You guys know about the retreats that we're going to do. We're going to do Mexico. We're going to do Dubai. We're doing Rolex watches, guys, at the right time. And we're going to do what no other company has. When you reach the level of Epic in Epic, you will receive a black and gold Lamborghini. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard, guys. This is going to be the most amazing program and platform that we have ever seen in this space. And not only are these things there, but they're doable, they're reachable. A lot of companies, they have these amazing things out there, but the average person doesn't even have a chance to get there. In Epic, you will. You guys know what the compensation plan looks like, so you know what we're doing, and it's going to be certified and documented, and we're going to just continue to put our best foot forward and build this thing like no one else has ever seen. Now, guys, I have a couple notes that I want to share with you guys. First, we'll start off with the pay card. Our pay card situation is finalized. Pay Quicker will be handling our payout process. Now, what that means to you guys, once we go live and you have the ability to order your cards, domestically, it'll take you 1 to 3 business days to get your card. 1 to 3 business days. Internationally, it'll take you 7 to 14 days to get your card. Now, but what happens in the interim, and even after you receive that card, you will have a virtual card. So basically, you get 2 cards. You have one that you can do your online shopping with and that you can put in your wallet, in your phone, no matter whether you have Apple Wallet, which you should, Team iPhone. But whatever device you use, you'll be able to use that. And then you'll also have a physical card. So from day one, even when you're waiting on your physical card to reach you, you will have the opportunity to use your virtual card. So that's one check off the list. We talked about the app. Now, up next, if you guys got the email that we sent out today, we have a contest that's going. It will be for our Mexico retreat. We're going to be at the resort Barcelona Maya Riviera. It's absolutely amazing. It's adult-only joint, but we're going to have an amazing, amazing time there. And so what the contest entails is we know a lot of people may not get to Ambassador. We know a lot will. Right now, we have over 170 people that are structured appropriately for Ambassador. But for those who are not, you can still partake in this trip if you do the right things. So the top 3 personal sponsors, so the top 3 recruiters, the last 7 days of the month, the last 7 days, of the month, we're going starting tomorrow, starting today through the end of the month. The top 3 of personal sponsors that brought into the business will receive accommodations for that. Now, this thing is also in your back office. You can definitely go back in there and look around. So again, feel free to go look at that. This actually came about because of our Vice President of Sales, Mark Sterling, said, listen, man, we have to get to the Barcelo. He's like, I know what you're looking at is cool. He said, but we need Epic. So guys, we're Epic. We are at the Barcelo Maya Riviera. Now, the other ways to earn this trip are we're doing a drawing for everyone that has at least 3 personal sponsored. They go into a drawing. We'll do that drawing on our first International Super Saturday on October 3rd, and the winners will be announced. But again, this information is in the back office. So let me check that one off the list. The corporate retreat, we just talked about that. Now, the days that we have for that will be October 29th through November 1. So October 29th through November 1. Those are the days for this particular trip. Again, we'll give out more information as that comes back, but we've already set aside a nice room block. We don't have it totally complete yet because we're not really sure how many people will be there. We want everyone to be there. So that's what we're going to do. So we're at Barcelona Maya Riviera. Now, what we wanted to talk about too is the 3 and free, right? We know a lot of people are asking about that. And so for clarification, how that works is it's not technically a 3 and free, family. It is a 3, and then once you upgrade to IBO, your scholar fees are waived. And through our attorney, we understand now that even if it's technically free or a waiver of the scholar fees, that's still a form of compensation. So because of that, you have to have an IBO or have to be an IBO to have any form of compensation. So that's how that works. So it's not technically 3 and free, but once you reach 3 and you upgrade to IBO, your scholar fees are waived. So again, we wanted everyone to be totally clear on that. We didn't want any misunderstanding on that. Definitely. Now, what I wanted to do also was shout out a couple groups. I know everyone we talked about where you're from. You guys lit the chat box up, but I did see several winners or members from the winner circle out there, and it looks like the Lion did absolutely represented tonight. So shout out to those 2 organizations and everyone because they showed up tonight. It looks like about 400 of the people in the box right now were of the Lions Den. So shout out to the Lions Den, guys. Now, again, okay, so we have something else that they started doing today, right? Today, if you have been in your back office, you might have saw that the numbers were a little bit different. What we wanted to do, because we're now in the last week of the month, again, running through the tape, not to the tape, but we wanted you guys to have a real live expectation of where you were. So we have had some people cancel or whatever, tire kickers come in and do their thing, and that's fine. But so today we actually purged them. So they canceled. So if you saw a drop in your numbers, you look, oh, what's going on? You can look now and go through your organization, look at your tree views and look at the overall organization. You'll see a lot of people that are in red. So if they have done that or they have passed through the system, then that's why you may have seen that. So guys, those are our corporate updates. Again, we appreciate you for being on. We know we've been over an hour. We don't like to go long. We just like to be strong. But listen to what I want to say right now. This is absolutely the deal. Everyone that was in the chat that typed in, I am the one, you are truly the one. I don't care what you've done in this industry before, how great or how small. We're working on today. I don't care if you have had businesses that have not worked for you before. I don't care. We're working on today. My favorite entrepreneur, Mark Cuban, he always says, you only got to get it right once. It does not matter how many times you fail. It does not matter how many times you've tripped, how many times you bumped your head. You only have to get it right once. People will remember the best shots you took, not all of them. Make this your best shot. If you are on this line right now and you have ever wanted for anything in your life, this is your opportunity. If you go into the clothing store or to whatever store it is and you check the tag, this is your opportunity to not have to do that again. If you are tired of driving the vehicle that you are in right now, this is your opportunity. You need this. If you have ever made a payment arrangement on a bill in your life, this is your opportunity. You need this. So a lot of people don't really understand how powerful this can become. We know what it is. I do not have to sell you on it. Like Mark says, we do not need to overcook the grits. We know how powerful it is. We know what this skill set can do. We know that it's portable. We know that the person that introduced you to it and gave you this skill set or showed you how to do it, if they walked away from your life right now, we understand you still have that skill set. This is the meeting of both worlds. We have the best product in the game and we have the most dynamic compensation plan in the game. When you merge those together, only great things can happen, guys. You have heard it from this leadership group. You know what they are. You know that we are people over profits. You know that we are celebrated, not just tolerated. You know all of those things about us. We're giving you all the tools. David said we're adding so much value to this deal for the same price point. All you have to do is get out there and expose the deal. Put people on the webinars. Massive exposure is key. Your business cannot grow if you don't expose. These are fundamental things that have to happen in order for you to get where you want to go. I don't care how many people told you no. You heard Mr. Jonathan Green says he had to understand because he wanted to go talk to his cousin about something his cousin had not been successful in. If a person does not have the lifestyle that you want, they are not qualified to give you advice on your lifestyle. Don't take advice from people not qualified to give it. It's a simple process. There is no emotional attachment. If people tell you no, that's okay. They don't see the vision, that's fine. It's not theirs, it's yours. Do not get disjointed or disgruntled because someone does not see what you see. God gave you the vision. They may have another one. Do not worry about the people who are not running with you. It's very, very simple. Focus on the ones who are here and the ones who will come. Don't worry about the ones that are gone, guys. This is your vision. This is your business. This is your legacy. Do not let someone else take the pen and write your story. They cannot write it as well as you can. The reason that we built this home is because we didn't want to go find one, so we built one. It's very simple. We want you guys to do the same thing. Write your own story. Do not let someone else have the power of the pen over you and your journey. Run with the runners. Everyone that's on this line right now are runners. We're going to grind. We're going to grind. We're going to grind. That's just what we do. So family, listen, October 1 is real. It's rapidly approaching. We're running through the tape, not just to the tape. If you are structured right now at ambassador, get to the next level of ambassador. That way when attrition comes, you laugh at it. You don't worry about it. We're not going to be broken down by these numbers. We're going to excel and continue to run through the tape. Guys, so I'm super, super excited. I appreciate everyone's time. We say the same thing over and over again. We know how much money we have left. We never know how much time we have left. So when people give us that, we're greatly appreciative. So guys, listen, have an amazing night. Have an epic day, an epic tomorrow, an epic week, and an epic lifestyle. This is your founder. I super appreciate you guys. There's 1,000 companies that you could have joined. You joined Epic, so that makes you family. So I speak for the rest of the corporate leadership team. We appreciate you, and we will rock with you until the end. And even at the end, we're going to find a way to keep rocking. So guys, I thank you so much for being on here tonight. Good night and God bless.